Howdy y'all, Take It here, and welcome to another adventure. We are continuing in Final Fantasy 16. So, again, just like I said last time, a lot has happened. Well, actually, for once, not as much happened because I did a bit of side questing. I did do a side quest to get Martel's apples, which made me think, like, if you haven't been doing the side quests in this game, you really need to be doing the side quests, because I don't think I would have gotten the Martel's apple quest, the fruit of her labors I think it was called, if I didn't save Martel and get the soil samples in the 5 years in the past. You know what I mean? So go ahead and do the side quests. They're really good, and they're really, like, some of them are real tearjerkers and like WTF moments, okay? But anyway, so what happened after we did that, we went ahead and we came up with a plan to go after the next crystal. So in the past 5 years, the Empire of Sambrek lost their crystal because we, destroyed it. And they went ahead and they marched south to take over this kingdom called, I believe it was the Dominion, and took their crystal. And it kind of became like the unofficial capital of Sambrek now. Then the other nations around Dominion were like, hey, why didn't we go ahead and think of that? You know, like, we want it too. So the Dalmekian Republic, which has Hugo Koopa, I think he's Titan. They're declaring war on the Empire and attacking Dominion. Then you still have the Emperor's son is still fighting Barnabas Odin with the Kingdom of Woled, which I think is east of them. So that fight's going on. So that entire, like, half of the map is in constant war. You have two nations attacking the Empire, but the Empire is so large and so powerful, they're able to, like, hold them off. So it's the perfect opportunity for Clive and company to take out another Mother Crystal. It's 5 years in the making. So everyone's assuming that they're going to go after the crystal in Dalmekia, in the Dalmekian Republic, because they are now at war and all of their men are going to be marching east. But Clive knows that Koopa is going to lay a trap, because he likes laying traps. So instead what they're going to do, they're going to march west. They're going to march west and go after the crystal near Rosaria. And all of them have Drake names. I don't remember which one the one in Rosaria is. I think Drake's head is the one that we already took out. I think this one is Drake's spine? No. Drake's breath? Maybe Drake's breath. Anyway. So we're actually marching out to Rosaria, and we're going to take out that crystal instead, because everyone's going to be focusing on the war in the east. No one's going to be wondering about a crystal lonely out in the west that's technically part of the Empire, because the Empire controls Rosaria. When we got there, we discovered that the Vicereine is his mother, who apparently married the Emperor and bore him a son, and she is the one sending out these orders to kill every bearer and every branded, because she hates them. I think it's more than just hating them. There's a rumor going around that apparently these bearers and those who support them want the family of Rothsfield to return, like the rise of the Rothsfields. But she thinks they're all dead except for Clive, who's in servitude. To her knowledge, she doesn't know he's free. And she is worried about her position and her son. Because if the Rothsfields come back and it becomes the Duchy of Rosaria again, she loses all power, and she's probably going to get executed for what she's done. Because she's a terrible, terrible human being. So now what we're going to do, we're finally going to get revenge on the mother for causing Phoenix Gate, for causing what happened to Joshua, for putting Clive into servitude, for being a general just bitch altogether. We found Sir Wade, and we are going to go get our revenge. I have a feeling Clive is not going to seek revenge as I want to. This is like one of the few times I want to take a head, because I really do not like that woman at all. She is terrible through and through. But yeah, so that's where we are now. We are going to sneak into this city. We're trying to get to the crystal, but we're taking a slight detour to work with Wade to try to get to, either try to get to Annabella or just to try to stop another culling of Brandon. That's where we are. Let's go. It's quite a bit of a summary, but that's where we are. Oh, I need my coffee. This is one of those I need my coffee situations. Oh, my cable's all messed up. Hold on. Sorry. My cable got messed up. Okay. Let's go. Oh, wait. Before I go. Ooh, no. I don't use ignition, so that's fine. The ability is 22. 45, we're so close! But which skill would I remove? I think I would remove this one. Oh, but I like pile drive. Oh, but I like thunderstorm because it connects. Call from multiple bolts on. Deals massive damage to a single time. But this is like super pile drive, so probably just gonna do that one. Where I love gouge. I took off Wicked Wheel. I can't sell it. Oh, I can reset this? Oh no, I like Deadly Embrace. I'm going to wait. Yeah, I'm going to just wait. I'm not gonna try to reset something. Look, Quartermaster.
What is it you require?
Not that. Not that. Not that. Increase summer break. No. Desert Rose. Used in crafting. I don't know crafting it. I'm gonna buy 10 of these. Just so I have them.
Will that be all?
Do you have any good items here? Then yes, that'll be all.
I will be here should you need aught else.
Like, did I miss something with the crafting? Because I feel like I keep getting crafting stuff I should be able to craft. I'm almost level 30. I have 3 icons. How do I not know how to... Look at all these materials I have for crafting. I got almost 500 ash. Look at... I got almost... Oh my god, I have so much for crafting. And I don't know what you need them for.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment.
Okay.
Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
Okay.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Aww.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Ed have been laid
Oh,
to rest.
why are you doing that?
Very good. Now
That
make
was my
ready for
internet.
battle.
As you command.
Remember, it wouldn't be a recording if something did not go wrong, technologically, whatever, techie wise.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace.
Revenge!
Putting an end to the Black Shield.
Revenge!
And so we shall.
Revenge. Oh, he has like a knife hidden back there, you see that? Throughout the main scenario, Clever offers me doors with various companions and keen lines to set. Depending on client's destination, we choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Wait, so I just lost Jill? Confront the Black Shield's main host. Okay, there's no side quest. Let's go, people. Let's go.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Yeah.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
So he's been at this for a very, very, very long time. Super run! Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me, coming through.
Look at me sideways. Come along now. The bastards are lucky I did.
Oh my god, all these people.
On your command, my lord.
Heck yeah, let's go! Start with blind justice.
What is it now? I told you!
Revenge!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
You underestimate my
Die
power.
on with your flame!
Oh, you wanna
Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
you wanna die by my flame? You know what? I think that's what they want instead.
Yeah.
Let's die by my flame.
On these our swords we swear. Bloody hell.
Oh,
Reinforcements from the far bank.
that's okay. Do 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 da 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 da.
Nice try.
Da 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 da. Oh wait, I'm aiming wrong. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Dude. Come down here. Sick 'em, boy. Come down here. I love myself. Oh, it's a dragoon again.
Will stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
From you. Whoop whoop. Bah! Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Do, 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 do. Yes! Limit break, bitches! Ah! Stagger! I am almighty! I'm a monster is what I am.
Wait.
Burn my flame!
Left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
Yeah, I will finish this. Oh, get down, Clive. Thank you. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, he's done for.
Farewell.
Oh my god, I got something in my eye, but oh my god, I am amazing. I am beautiful and glorious. See, look at all these materials I have. I don't even know what I'm supposed to use them for.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked.
Don't
We
celebrate.
sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
Not unless we stop her.
I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Oh, wait! Wait! Oh my god. Ooh, my renown is going up. I'm assuming we're going after her next.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows.
True.
Where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience. Especially since you're famously dead.
Then I'll have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Is it another badge?
It's the mark of the Guardians.
Yeah.
Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I'm telling you, they're like little
I shall wear it with pride.
Boy Scout badges.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Tyler
Or the
did
Lord
die. I know the Lord Commander
Thank
died.
you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need,
But that proves that Tyler did die.
Go on now, my lord.
So he survived and Tyler died that night. See, I thought they both got burned by the Phoenix. I was wrong. They did not. Port Isolde, the imperial province of Rosaria. Rosfield Manor. He still got an audience.
Accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
not a chance.
There's some heavy footsteps. There's some heavy footsteps.
All right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Do you look a lot like Elwyn? He's a hunter.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
He does! They do look like family. Aww.
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue. You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
What? Oh, that's what he did when he was a kid. That's what he did when he was a kid.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
He remembers the lines.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell.
Oh, he's
that
crying.
thou might see thy charge once more.
Oh.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Oh. Come on, Internet, not now. Stop it.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Aww.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
This is going too well. Something's gonna happen.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Something has to happen. This is going way too well. This is too nice and too happy and too good and too heartwarming.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
Yes.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
He's gonna get caught.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
Yeah!
The galley in port but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim.
But it's my
Until
nephew.
Tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
I love that. Is that true?
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid.
Yeah.
You're always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw.
Thank you.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Why then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Oh my god, he's coming with us? Oh, Jill, what is it? Something's bothering her. Something's bothering her.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Something's bothering Jill.
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet.
Doesn't make you a monster.
I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
She thinks she became a monster.
I had become a monster.
No, you didn't.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. Before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
You gonna make a move now?
Thank you, Clive.
You have so many opportunities to make your
I need to
move.
atone for my sin. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get
Ah!
the journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
You keep missing your chance, dude. That's like the third time. That's like the third time. Oh, Clive, you are so dense. She loves you. She loves you. Oh, I can only go home. It's a little sus. Oh, Clive. She loves you.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Side quest? Side quest! Okay. Ooh, 2 side quests. Okay. We're gonna go back to our room first. Why? Internet, stop it! I don't know, man. My games hate me. Okay, I think I have Martell's apples. That's a new thing. Yep, Martell's apples. A somewhat stunted somewhat sweet apple grown from the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman, Martel. Though she was to lose her life from the wounds she sustained at Kupka's attack on the hideaway, her legacy lives in the sapling she saved from the ruins. So you can't get that if you don't save Martel in the past. Like, it's impossible then. Let's see the letter. Oh, wow. An apple a day. From Otto. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of Martels this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Sid supping on those, what for their foul bite. But for him, it never was about the flavor, but about how what they represented, our ability to make it our own. Look at us now. Sid would be proud. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Wade! My lord Marquis. Marquis. I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed and to still win those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the sword of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. Oh, wait! All quiet in the Dominion. Okay, Gav. The Dominics and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs baring like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they're both realizing what a stinking pile of chocobo shite they've stepped into. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing anytime soon. I should keep you apprised. Gav. So they went to go to war, and then they chickened out? Oh, wait! Yes! Now I'm going to get rid of pile drive. I think I'm going to get rid of pile drive. Yeah. Because this is... I like that one better. This is now going to be Judgment Bolt. Actually, can I make this Judgment Bolt and this Thunderstorm? Because that way all the super attacks are on triangle, you know? I like that better. Okay, let's go pick up Sidequest. Sidequest! Hello.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? It's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrim. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver.
I don't know.
From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine. I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
Clive is so kind. He's so nice.
Dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps?
A violet
One of the
creature.
butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Prioritize. Then we gotta go pick up the other quest, too. We'll prioritize both of them. Sweetest... It's gotta be like a flower bad guy in Rosaria. Gotta be.
Typical nobles.
Hello?
How did we never hear new billets being posted every...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you.
Hey.
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to wake him back up, but not this time.
Do I have to give him something stronger?
Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Sure. Maybe this is how I unlock... Maybe this is how I unlock,
You
crafting.
understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
I wonder if now I'm finally going to be able to use all the crafting items that I had. Okay, before we do that, Desiree.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Expand renown to unlock. So, like, if I use this, does it burn it? Okay, so my renowns... Let me save before I do this. Because that's why I haven't gotten anything in there yet. Like, does it use my renown if I do that? Like Gil.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here you are.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay.
You earned this.
Sweet.
All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Awesome. Okay. Let's go talk to the dude.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lydia.
Hi, Blackthorn. What's got you down?
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Aww.
Phil shut you up.
What happened?
It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't
I'm
you
listening.
tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was.
But you made this beautiful blade.
You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right, we're going.
He thinks he's not good enough now. Poor guy.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself.
True.
Something tells me this is only going to get worse.
We gotta help
If he
him.
has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to
God,
his
look how
problems.
clear Clive's eyes are
We need to
now.
nip this in the bud.
It's like the lighting effect in here.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Of course.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
This has got to be how we unlock crafting, because more than likely we like get the cuirass, we give it to him, and it inspires him to like make things, you know? It's gotta be.
Karen, do you have a moment?
Excuse me.
Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
What's his name?
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it.
So I have to do a hunt.
Where the bleeding hell was excited. Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
So I have to go hunt a griffin. I have to do the hunt board. That's another yawn. Babe, I'm yawning. Okay, so we have to go back to the hunt board, accept the hunt for the griffin, and then go out there, right? Alright. Nectar! Although my internet's doing that. Ask about the griffin sighting. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one. The local's called Dasmare. Dasmar? I'm bored. Ooh. Is that what I do? How do I accept the hunt? How do I accept the hunt? Okay, I guess I just go there. Care Norvin Westgate. Care Norvit Westgate. Care Norvit Westgate. Oh, wrong way. Care Norvit Westgate. Orbilla Downs. Lost Wing. Northreach. Dragon's Eyrie. Care Norvit. So it's at the west side. Right? I'm gonna get my ass kicked, aren't I? Westgate, 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 Westgate. Who the hell's Westgate? Lost Wing. Glorious Gate. Dragon's Eyrie. So it's gotta be in that empty area. My girl!
Let's go.
Gallop! Oh wait, wrong button. Gallop! Is that him? Is that? No, it's like a harpy. Is that? That's a harpy. Oh, aim better. What is that? That's not the griffin. Is that a griffin? A Runa! Rank C. This is not what I was hunting.
That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy.
Oh, shoot! You're fast! 3, 4, 5, 6. Sick 'em, boy! Whoop whoop! Do a twister. Oh, no, I cancel. Oh, wait, I have a new skill. Judgment Bolt, bitches! 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. Use a potion. Woo-hoo. I dodged that. Heal. Okay. Shoot, heal me, boy. Uppercut. Pull her down. Just shoot. Woo! No! Dude. Uppercut. Judgment Bolt. And then we accept the truth. Sick 'em. There we go. Okay, that wasn't bad. I did a lot better than I did with my first mark. 10 more renown. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that gill rolling. Clouded Eye. To see the pattern on the surface of the spherical gem shift and twist, one would think a churning storm trapped within, though it must surely be a trick of the light.
Rest well. I know I will.
So is that like a remnant of... Was that like a remnant of... I would like to pet the Torgal. Put your sword away so we can pet the Torgal. Fine, be that way. We are looking for the west gate, which has to be this way. Come along. We're looking for the griffin, aren't we? It has to be this way. The griffin at the west gate. This has to be the west gate. Oh, run, my girl! Fire! Oh, shoot, fire! I had the wrong one on. Ah, 2 is fine. Okay, no. This is not the west gate. Where's the west gate? Corvin River Gate. That's closed. Dragon's Airy. East Watch. That must be the East Gate, right? Where is the West Gate? Where's the West Gate? Chica, where's the West Gate? Because it said it would be at the West Gate. And I found a mark, but it was not the griffin. I found an entirely different mark. Where is the damn... The Holy Eye... It's gotta be around here, right?
You deserve a rest.
Yeah, go on. Torgo! Hi, Torgo. Can I have some good luck pets, please? I can't find this West Gate. Good boy. I think I'm gonna have to, like, reset and go back, because I don't know where the heck this could be. Let's go back to the hump board and see where the heck this was supposed to be. Because I can't find it. Nectar, your directions were not helpful. Nectar! Nectar. What the deuce, man? View the hump board. I did take out a mark. Clear view. Yeah, Cara Norvin Westgate. Cara Norvin Westgate Sambrec. Cara Norvin Westgate Sambrec. But it wasn't here. Cara Norvin Westgate Sambrec. Maybe it's here, Western Sambrec? It's the Southern Sambrec. This is Rosaria. 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 I mean, this says Cara Norvin. So, it's gotta be here, right? I'll take this item. And I'm gonna go through the gate, actually. Hi, you can climb on that, that's funny. No, that just takes you back to world map. Let's go here and see if there's a west gate option. We'll go to the local map. Because now I'm just lost. Cutter's Passage, Orbital Downs, Hanged Man, the Weeping Wren, the Old Road, the Holy Eye, Holy Hand, East Watch, Dragon's Eyrie, Southern March, Clairview. I don't see the Western Front. Glurlees, Dragon's Alley, Lost Wing, the Norvin, and then there's the River Gate. Gentralt's Blades. There's nothing called the West Gate, is there? If it's in Sambrec. I'm so confused. Is it here? West Watch. So West Gate. So Northreach. Let's go north of Northreach and see if we can find it. Last ditch effort to find this griffin. Oh wow, look without the crystal. It looks so different. Do you see anything about that?
Not many travellers heading north these days. What with the fields barren and the penitent's gate closed.
Huh. This way. Ambrosia! Let's ride, my girl. We're trying to go this way. It's a pretty sunset, though. I'm assuming that looming building over there is the gate that I need. Ooh, item. Good, because I need potions. Run past the dragon. Oh, fine. We'll fight him. Go, Ambrosia.
Thanks, Gal.
Here. Judgment bolt! Dang it. I like that. Okay, let's go. If this is Westwatch, I'm just... Oh, wait, that's... If this is Westwatch, I'm assuming that means that Westgate is here and the Griffin. Right? Griffin! Okay, there's no Griffin. Where's the West Gate so I can find this stupid Griffin? Ah! I found a mark I wasn't even looking for and I can't find this Griffin! Okay, well, we're just going to have to pause it there in the abysmal fact that we did not find the Griffin. Where in the hell is the West Gate? I found East Gate, I found River Gate, I found some other gate. I should have access to the West Gate of Sam Breck. Where is it? I'm going to have to find it. I'm going to have to run around and find it. Well, that's it for now then. We didn't do very much storyline-wise because I got distracted with side quests again because I really like the side quests. So we are not going to go and stop our mother like I thought we were, which is really terrible. We stopped that culling, but we did not stop her. Where is that Griffin? It's going to be bothering me now. So we stopped the culling. We stopped that Black Shield group. But we haven't stopped her, and she's just going to hire more Black Shields. We're still trying to go out west to get the crystal, and we did get the boat from Uncle Dearest. So that's good. I was really hoping we would get revenge on the mom. But apparently, she just, like, is going to live forever because she always gets out of the situation. It's just really annoying. That's fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's all we're going to get to for now. Next episode, we're just going to be hunting a griffin. Pretty much. And then once we do that, we can go to Martha's Rest, and then we can continue in story. But until then, that's all for today. Until next time, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.